What's going on, everyone? It's Chandler and I'm back for another video. So today I just wanted to talk about the topic of understanding your body type. It's very common for people at the gym or even just out and about to tell me what their goals are, what they want to look like, and I think that's awesome. But most of the time, people don't quite have an understanding of their body type. Now, I'm not in the place to talk about body types and the perfect body type, or like I've got the perfect body type, because I don't even have the fitness goals achieved that I want to achieve. And so I've been on that road for about 6 months now. Hasn't been long. I've gained a ton of knowledge in that 6 months just from playing sports in the past, working out with people, talking to people who had the same goals, they've achieved them, they look like what I want to look like, or they just know more about fitness in general. So I've kind of gotten a good understanding of my body type and what my goals should be and what I want to look like. So most often people will tell me or ask me, Chandler, I want to look like Brandon Harding or David Lade. Well, they're like really tall, and a lot of times for us short folk, that's not going to happen. Like we just don't have that height. And so people who are in the 5'5" to 5'8" range, especially like me, I'm only 5'8", I'm not going to look like them. So I think a huge part of the fitness goal and your fitness journey should be, first and foremost, just knowing your body type and having a good understanding of your background, what your family's history is, what your family looks like, just all these different scenarios, just about your own physique and your family's physique that'll help you down the road understanding your body type. So a lot of times when they come to me and they ask me, Chandler, I want to look like this, I want to look like that, I've got these goals, I say, well, hey, how tall are you? What is your dad's height? What is your mom's height? What is your grandparents' height? What do they look like? And a lot of times they'll tell me, oh, I'm just a couple inches shorter than them, or I'm just a couple inches taller, or I look just like my dad, or I look just like my mom, and they'll show me a picture, and that'll give me everything that I need to know. So in here, I'll put a couple of pictures of my dad and what he looks like so that you kind of get an understanding of what I look like. Him and I are very similar in the sense of we're both in that 5'8", 5'9" range, and we both have the same build. And just like him with his dad, it's me and my dad. So our whole family is genetically built the same way. And my dad was a professional power lifter, and his dad was a professional power lifter and judo master, and he was in the Air Force. So we all have a background of sports. And the same goes with my mom's side of the family. Her dad was in the Air Force, played soccer. We just all have that athletic background, and we're all built pretty much the same. So for people who say they want to look like, Arnold Schwarzenegger, for instance, just because that's a very common thing for me to hear, or for people to say they want to look like, or for people to look up to for that matter, you got to think about how tall they are. And since height is such a huge part of bodybuilding and athletics and powerlifting and whatever else, it helps you kind of set the stage for what your body is going to look like. Now, someone who is 6'5", I'm not going to set my expectations like that, because I'm just not built like that. I don't have that kind of height. So their muscles are going to grow a different way. The length, the width, everything, it's going to grow differently. Also, if your family has a background in athletics, you've kind of got a step ahead per se than someone who may have no background in athletics, because your body and your genetics are just made to be athletic, and they're built certain ways. And that's the same way with people who, my friend, he was a swimmer, so his arms and chest and just body in general was built differently than mine, because I was a football and baseball player and I'm short and stocky. We're the same height, but he was a lot more lengthy looking, and his body was just built a little bit more narrow for him to be able to swim. So your body definitely, adapts to whatever it's doing. Now, I'm not telling you this to be mean or to shoot down your goals or anything like that, because trust me, your goals will drive you farther than what anybody says, but it just helps with being very realistic and knowing like, hey, I'm 6 foot, so I'm not going to look like someone who is shorter. I'm going to have longer arms, longer legs, so my muscles are going to be a lot longer than maybe they are wide. So someone came up to me 2 days ago while I was in the gym, and same height as me and everything, and they were like, hey, I want to look like so-and-so. I can't remember the name, but he showed me a picture on Instagram, and I was like, wow, that guy looks tall. He goes, yeah, man, this dude's huge. He's like 6'3", 220 pounds. I'm like, whoa, dude, like you and me are short. We would never look like that. You crazy? And I was joking around with him. He goes, I know, man, we're so short. And you know, then that just kind of struck up a conversation when I said, like, hey, do you know who Franco Columbo is? And he said, no, who's that? And I said, it's the guy that Arnold Schwarzenegger used to work out with all the time. And I showed him a picture and I said, you know, we're probably gonna look like that. And because me and him are starting off around the same place, like, it was great because he was like, hey man, you know, you wanna start working out together? And I said, hey, sure, because usually I work out by myself, so it's gonna be nice, you know, working out with someone. So to summarize, like I said, I'm not shooting anybody's expectations down or their goals or whatever they want in their fitness journey. I'm just saying understanding your body type will help you so incredibly much down the road, because like I said, at first I had huge goals and of what I wanted, but then I realized I just don't have that body type. So helping you understand your body type is huge. And so if you know that, you're set. Your stage is ready for you to take on that journey and to tackle any speed bump or curve that your journey will ever present to you. So anyways, guys, I hope this helped. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to like and subscribe. Also, let me know below what your fitness goals are or what your favorite, whatever you want, just let me know below. And let me know also what topics you'd like to hear from me, because I'd love to talk about them with you guys and get some feedback. So thanks, and I'll see you guys next time.